Today I want to talk about something that is really essential, and I think that we have to talk about it. By the way, I'm using my glasses. I wanted to get rid of them, but I have to wear them. But it's better. I don't know which one is better. I prefer myself like this, but people say that it's really good like this. But anyways, it really doesn't matter. Um, I like myself like this. So that's why in this video, I'll be like this. Don't be people's panic button. I used to make that mistake a lot. Sometimes it's not good to be that green flag, not that safe place of people, because whenever you try to be safe place, you will get tired and you will get depressed a lot. Actually, it depends on what kind of people are around you, but in general, if you don't know someone for a long time and trying to be that person's safe place will result in that panic button. So I used to make this mistake. Trauma talks and talking about problem is not making you that person's best friend. Sometimes people just want to talk about their problems and they are choosing you, but it doesn't mean that they see you as their close friend. Sometimes people just want to talk about their issues to someone who doesn't know them, because other people don't judge as the closest ones, and you just sometimes trying to be or just want to get someone's point of view who is just stranger to you rather than that's close to you, your best friend, or someone who knows you better than others. So that's why it doesn't mean that you are valuable, and your value does not equal that trauma talk and how much things that they share with you. I used to think that if I talk about my trauma and that person will talk about him or her own trauma, we will get more closer. And I didn't have any love language rather than that trauma talk. And if you increase that frequency of that talks, you will end up like being someone's panic button, and whenever they just feel bad, they will always text you, because the only person that first comes to your mind will be you. And that is the worst thing that you could ever do to yourself. Even though some people really need that talk or reach out to you, but it doesn't mean that whenever they are in trouble and they're having a bad day, they can talk to you and they can just spread that negative energy into you and make your day really terrible. I don't tell that don't listen to people's problems and just try to be always positive. It's actually partly true, but I don't mean that just try to be always positive, because always positive people are not also frank, I guess. We all have ups and downs. But what I exactly mean is that people who just only specifically remembers you in their hard times means that there is something wrong with you. And you need to fix it for yourself, because you cannot live up with that energy. It's really complicated. It's really complicated to judge that relationship. Maybe it could be really deep, but again, that person only remembers you whenever he or she is having a terrible time. After some point, if you notice that person is only talking about negative things with you, but sharing positive things and having a great time with his or her own friends, it means that, yeah, there is a really big problem there. Because I had a friend and we were really close. Whenever we talk, she was only talking about the negative things. She was only like complaining about something, and it really made me tired because whenever I want to just talk to her, specifically, there was a girl. She was only, even though at first she was nice, but after talking just a little bit time, I was realizing that she just wanted, or she was just being incredibly negative. You could say that it's her nature, maybe she's really having a bad time, but trust me, I have tested her so many times, and I have specifically paid attention to her behaviors, and I also strictly analyzed myself being selfish. However, I was not selfish. She was just being negative around me because I was her panic button. And whenever she talks to me, that was, by the way, my mistake, but she only remembered her bad memories. After a while, I just wanted to stop talking to her, and I just talked about this thing to my mom because I just thought that it would be great to share that with you, because my mom also knows that my that friend, that she really loves her, and she told me that I know that girl, and I believe her 100%, and just don't lose your communication with her. But I decided that no, because my mom cannot know what is good and bad for me. At first, she just insisted a lot, and she told everybody that she is my friend, because that girl also somehow was my relative, but I didn't know that because we just met, okay? And I saw that she's just too negative, and I feel really bad after talking to her. Just our energies doesn't match. I couldn't say our energies doesn't match. I could say that her energy is too low for me, and I cannot continue my relationship like this, because I cannot carry that relationship, that friendship by myself. It's too hard for me, and I also deserve to be happy and to feel energetic, but whenever we talk, I just feel down all day long. So that's why I also had another friend, and that friend was really, I don't know, she was really depressive, and she enjoyed being depressive too much, and she also was romanticizing her depression a lot with her writings, songs, the stories that she shares. She was incredibly drama queen, but I really loved her because she was really genuine for me. But I was in 10th grade and I was not aware of people a lot, so that's why it could be a misunderstanding for me, or just I could analyze her in a wrong way because of the period that I was passing through. However, I just realized that, oh my gosh, whenever bad things happen, she just texts me. Whenever someone is really bad, just texts me. But they were sharing the stories and videos on social media that they are spending their time with their friends, they're having a really great time. And I just started to question myself. What's wrong with you? Because why people only show their dark sides and negative sides to you, but share their positives with other people? And I discovered that I'm not also ready for that positive side. If I was ready for people's positive sides, they could choose me, but it's my mistake. You know, there is attraction. If you have narcissistic parents, you will attract someone like your father or just your mother. It depends which one has that much dominant effect on you. If your mother is more dominant than your father, and if your mother has more adverse effect on you rather than your father, it means that you will attract someone like your mother, and you will choose that kind of relationship because the only love language that you grew up with was your mother's dominant, narcissistic, toxic language. because your system is just used to it, and you are not able to accept other thing except this one. I think that it is like the same thing, and I think that it's a really good analogy to come a conclusion like this. Maybe I'm not ready for that positive ones because my system is just used to negative ones, and I just attract negative things or positive people with their negative parts. That was my choice, by the way. But I don't know how to change it. And I don't know how to change it not being unpolite to people. I don't want to hurt anyone and just to be rude, but I also don't know how to change it. Maybe just I wouldn't allow someone to be negative, but it's not possible also. And that friend that I talked about, you, got a really good result from her exam, but she was just complaining about me, about her family, her result, and other things. But then she just shared a story, and in that story there was her exam result, and she was just I don't know which word was that. Oh my gosh, let me research it. Okay, she was praising herself.
To praise.
Yeah, she was praising herself, like, I really tried a lot. That exam taught me not only how to analyze texts critically and logically, but also how to be disciplined and never give up. Oh my gosh. And I was just surprised at how much people can be two-faced, or maybe they were not two-faced. They just thought that I deserve that side. So like this, I don't know what to say. I just don't know. Like, she just complained a lot. She was incredibly depressed when she was talking about that exam result, but after a few hours she just posted something that she was just praising herself, like, I did it. I don't know which one is real. Probably her that side that showed me was the real one, but in the end it really doesn't matter, because I was the one who felt bad for her, and other people who was not close to her felt really good for her. So that's the difference, and that's why I don't want to attract people who are negative and who think that I deserve their negative sides. I also have another friend, and this video is like gossiping. Maybe they could see my video. I hope they will see that video and they will feel a little bit bad for this. But I don't think so, because I don't think that this channel will be a popular channel one day, because it's kind of channels, I don't know. But anyways, and I had another friend, and she's just having a great time with her friends, and sometimes I just want to text to her to catch up. I don't have any aim, or I don't have any benefit from her. I just talk, how are you? We haven't been talking for a while, and I really wonder, what are you doing? How's your life? And I realized that I'm just being people's psychologist, and I hate that fact, even though I wanted to be a psychologist so badly, but I'm just navigated through computer field. But anyways, it really doesn't matter. I wanted to be psychologist and therapist, and I realized that because I couldn't implement this into life, and I couldn't achieve that goal, I'm just constantly trying to be people's therapist, and that's really bad because they are just talking about their negativities and waiting and expecting me to analyze them. And it's really bad, you know. It is really, really bad. And I just want to talk about myself right now, that how I am right now. Maybe it's not interesting, but it really doesn't matter maybe, but I just want to talk. Okay. And I really hate talking to people. I genuinely don't want to talk to anyone right now, and I'm just avoiding people. I'm just avoiding to chatting with them, and I'm just avoiding to meet anyone right now. I really hate it, and I don't want to see anyone right now. I don't want to see anyone right now. And I want to go out, to be outside, improve day by day. I'm really working on the things that in the future, that they are just my investments right now. In the summer, I'm studying, I'm reading, and they are my investments, and I just want to work on them. I don't fucking want to be someone's psychologist and therapist, and I don't want someone to understand me right now because I don't need it. I used to need it, but I don't need it. I just want to have a great time with someone, and after that meeting, I don't want to feel bad because whenever I go outside with my friend, I just feel terrible. And I cannot, I don't know, I just overanalyze things a lot, you know. I'm overanalyzing everything we just talked, and that person's mimics, behaviors, and is there have any connection between that person's thoughts and behaviors. I am analyzing those things a lot, and I hate that. But it is my personality, and I'm not really able to change it. Yeah. That is the reality. After just meeting my friends, I realized that I'm not into those things. Maybe they are not really good or relevant people or suitable people